Dogen Zenji writes, to study the Buddha way, to study self. To study self is to forget self. Forgetting self is to be awakened by the 10,000 myriad dharmas. And this awakening goes on and on. Or we could say it differently. We become awakened and then self-centered forgetting. Self-centeredness, then we have to forget self again. In a sense, when we use the word caught in self-centered dream, it's important to notice that what we're talking about is the caughtness. The arising of self-centered dream is just cause and effect, just this moment of being human, except when it's not this moment of being human. Then it's not self-centered dream. But over and over, study self-arising. Dogen is encouraging. Study form that we're entangled in, as opposed to the form emptiness that manifests as form, manifests as empty, manifests as this moment as is, neither form nor empty. So the important, vital aspect is to allow forgetting, to notice holding, and notice where holding is hindering the experiencing that's called exactly this moment, not born, not destroyed, exactly this awakened life that we are. And noticing the strength of our particular form at this particular moment of holding on to, of entangling, of being caught by, whether it's reactions, whether it's the first moment or the 10th hour of being entangled and holding, building, acting out. It's always right here. Sometimes, as Dogen says, being awakened occurs, but then we entangle even in being awakened and run around bragging, run around insisting, I'm awakened, I've seen this, I know this, in all sorts of ways. Some people have a glimmer, a sliver of an awakening, and they think, they believe they're enlightened and cease noticing, caught, noticing, studying, need to study self. And the awakened treasure becomes the giant self that blinds them to this moment life, to this moment awakening, to this moment forgetting self, whether it's about so-called themselves or so-called others. This is vital, is the ongoing this moment practice, this moment experiencing. And it's in all the forms, if I use that word, of us manifesting our life and the life of the universe around us. thoughts, feelings, sensations, conceptions, discriminations, awareness is just another way to talk about the multiplicity of being human, the myriad facets of this awakened life that we entangle in when we hold on to them, when we are caught in our reactions. Reactions, emotions, all the except if we're unable and unwilling to forget them, unable, unwilling to see them as they are, as not born, not destroyed, as exactly the form of form, exactly the emptiness of this universe that blooms right in front of us. It's vital to know that, to remind ourselves that from time to time, because we all viscerally can notice when we're caught up. We could viscerally notice it with when we stick to likes or stick to dislikes or to reactions. From the moment we wake up in the morning is our opportunity to be the awakened life we are, or to be the self that we're caught in, self-story that we're caught in. No problem with being caught in self-story, except if we refuse to be experiencing, which allows us to forget the self, allows this self-story to awaken us to right here, right here, right here. Or we can build on it, add stories to it. Dependent, independent, like, dislike, should, shouldn't, and not notice those. Not notice the fog we're putting over our life and over the life of the universe in every encounter we have with people and things and circumstances and conditions. This is our opportunity. It's our opportunity. The opportunity to be the joyous present moment in the midst of whatever condition is manifested. Whatever condition, and there's myriad conditions, because cause and effect manifests in myriad ways. Those we plan, those we don't plan, those we want, those we don't want, those that are ours, those that are not ours. And unless we see how and what we're saying about them, doing with them, we become blinded by them. Then, even as I said, someone claims, oh, I had this great enlightenment experience. Wonderful. What are you doing this morning? I had this experience 2 years ago. I'm more enlightened than everyone else. What about today? Did you take care of, etc., etc.? Unfortunately, this is one of the Zen sicknesses that happens with people, is they have a glimmer and then they run around bragging about it. There's a story in the sutras. Anyadatta. Yeah, I'm sure some of you have heard this story. I've mentioned it many times. Anyadatta had this great awakening that She had a head because he got slapped in the head. Oh, I have a head, I have a head, isn't it wonderful? And then went around and bragged to people endlessly. They all got tired of it, till he even got tired of it, or she even got tired of it. It's not clear if Enyadat is a he or she, doesn't make a difference. I mean, it makes a difference, but it doesn't make a difference for our purposes. We are all awakened Buddhas, and we've all forgotten it in our self-entangling. So just notice this moment self-entangling when it occurs. Don't have to go looking for it. It'll appear, guaranteed. And then do what's skillful to forget it, to notice self-centeredness so that we can be this experiencing of the bodhisattva that we are, that we can serve the beings that show up as the bodhisattva that we are. We can greet the bodhisattvas that we meet, whether they know they are or are not bodhisattvas, or don't know that they are or are not bodhisattvas. So, please enjoy, take care of your life of the life of the Buddha, the life of the Buddha, not born, not destroyed, exactly right here, right now. Thank you.